morning, everyone. This is Jennifer Sanchez. We are in our Wise Morning Coffee Chat show. We're excited for today. We're going to have a great conversation. You know, this is all about inspiration, conversation, and motivation. Your cup of ICM. And we are super excited to have you guys with us. So let me just introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of the Women's Institute of Self-Development and Efficacy, WISE for short. And we have a weekly Monday morning show where we discuss anything under the sun that's fun, that's inspiring, that's uplifting, especially to encourage you throughout the week, right? We want your week to start off strong. And our community, we love Monday mornings. So I hope that you love Monday mornings just as much as we love Monday mornings, right? I know people are like, oh, Monday, but Monday is the fresh start. It's a fresh start to the new week. Any setbacks last week, you can make better this week, right? You could always try to improve daily. So that's what we enjoy doing. So, and I used to do these. This was an inspiration from a weekly coffee chat I used to have in a small women's group. And I used to just have different conversations there with the community. And now it's evolved to more of a show with guests and co-hosts. So that is me, Marisel. Go for it, girlfriend.
Okay, well, good morning. As I said before, I love Mondays because it's my day off. And so glad to be a part of this show with you, Jennifer. Thank you. It's my last day, so it's bittersweet. It's been welcoming. Um, I am Ponce Life. I am Boricua Talks. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother of 8. So very looking forward to this holiday with my new addition of Elijah that had heart surgery in March. So he's only 1, so we're excited. And I'm an author. And what else can I say about me that nobody else knows? Because my life, I bring it to you on my Ponce Life videos. So that's it. I'm glad to be here today and my last day. So bittersweet.
Yeah, you used to say, you say all the time, and I love this. Google me, just Google me.
Just Google me.
You
Yes.
want to know about her? Google her, guys. Google her. So Maricel is amazing. She's been an amazing contributor to the show for the whole month. We've had a ball. So if you guys want to check her out, check out the last videos on YouTube, our YouTube channel. You'll check out all the fun things that we talk about. So
Yes.
of course, we have our guest, and I'm excited for our guest today. Definitely a new perspective. She's going to be like a fresh cup of coffee this morning for us, right? Lilas, right? I can say it's Lilas Taha, correct?
Correct, correct.
I
Yes,
pronounced it good.
absolutely. Very well.
Good. So, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer, for this opportunity. It's so nice to meet new people, and even if it's virtually, and get the chance to talk and just be out there and discuss things. I don't know where to begin. I'll start backwards. So I'm an author now. So I'm a writer, and I have 3 published books. Uh, Very happy about that. It started out as a hobby, and then that just turned into a serious undertaking. And I was lucky enough to get published. Before that, I studied engineering, electrical engineering, and I have a master's in industrial engineering. So that was my technical background. And above all of that, I'm a mother of 2 and a wife, and originally from the Middle East. My father is was originally from Palestine, and my mother from Syria. And I immigrated to the U.S. Because of the Gulf War in 1990. I was born in Kuwait and raised in Kuwait, but I am a Palestinian, not a Kuwaiti. There's a difference there. And just things kept happening. Unfortunate events led to fortunate events. So always put it, like you said, put a good spin on everything, and God finds you a path, and you just have to follow it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We were just sharing that, all things are always used for God's good, right? No
Yeah.
matter what. And
Mhm.
as devastating it might look or as tragic, it's always used for the positive. So I love that you shared that, Lilas, because it's definitely motivating for a lot of people right now during these times. So, of course, we're going to have more conversation and learn more about Lilas and talk more about Maricel. But we want to know, for those that are watching, you know what time it is, right? We gotta talk about this. It's coffee
Coffee
time.
time.
So let me know what you ladies drinking right now.
I'll let
Well,
you.
with all those dinners and leftovers, and this morning I woke up and I just wanted a tea.
Mm,
Chamomile tea, that was for me.
smart, smart. Eh,
Listen,
eh,
chamomile tea is calming, soothing. We usually drink it before we go to bed.
Well,
yeah,
it's my day
nice.
off, so I'm gonna be relaxed
Oh yeah.
all day.
Get it, girl. Get it.
Nice.
What about you, Lila?
I'm drinking coffee. I live by coffee. This is my special mug. It says book people.
Oh, I like it.
I love coffee. So I'm drinking, actually, this is my second cup because
Wow.
when I sit down, for some reason, whenever I sit down and write, I have to have a cup of coffee next to me, whether I'm drinking it or not. Maybe
Oh,
it's the image somehow from some movie that I picked up in my head or whatever. I just have to have a cup of coffee. No, but I'm drinking this one. It's Newman's organic coffee.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, and it's strong. I like it.
Nice. And do you put anything in it or you just plain black?
I cook it. It's a meal. No, I put a little bit of cream and half a teaspoon of truvia, which is,
mhm.
a sweetener, but not the harmful kind. I'm told.
Yeah. Nice, nice. So we have Yamala. She's sharing her coffee with hazelnut creamer, and she's with you that I need a detox. LOL. So I think we're all on the same boat. I'm drinking black Starbucks coffee, the K cups this morning, and I don't put nothing in it. I need it strong to wake me up and give me that energy that I need. But you know what? I could sleep with coffee. I could drink a cup of coffee before bedtime and still knock out. Like it
I
doesn't
can
do,
relate. Yeah.
there's people that do that. And I think coffee for me and a lot of people, and I know in Latino culture, we drink coffee before we go to bed. Like you con your cookies, your animal
The cheese.
crackers. Yeah. Or it's like a tradition, right? Like you allow children to drink coffee with their crackers before bedtime. Like so um something just interesting, right, to share.
Yeah. In my culture, we drink Turkish coffee more often. It's known as Turkish coffee, and it's very, very strong. It's like espresso coffee. It's
Mm.
very, very strong. And yeah, we would pour a little bit in a little saucer for the little kids to drink to get them used to it. It's I never got used to it for some reason, and it's something I'll never live down. Whenever we're in gatherings and they offer me Turkish coffee, and I will say, "I'm sorry, I'm not used to it, or I don't like it," and I really don't like it. But it's a staple in the tradition.
Nice, nice. I love that. And I know that even so, I've shared that my in-laws, they're Arabic, they're from Jordan.
Hmm.
And I love how like it's coffee, it's food. Like you got to keep eating when you're going over to a guest. Like it's rude to not eat, right? And then if they're offering you coffee, you better accept that coffee, right? Like, and if they're offering you cake, you better accept that cake. Like it just never ends, right? And I know we in the Latino culture we do the same thing, but I know that like in the Arabic culture, you love food when it's like people are
Yeah.
coming over, right?
Yes, yes. That's why it's always a struggle to keep a healthy weight.
Nice. So we're gonna be talking about belly confessions.
Mm.
All right, let's talk about how this weekend went. I don't know how it went for you ladies, but I this is gonna be the fun part, right? Like what happened this weekend? Are you guys the leftovers? Did you do a turkey? Did you overeat? Like, tell me what's going on. Like Maricel.
I am like so guilty with the ham. And I love, 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 love ham. So I had ham like for, well, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Ooh.
I love, love, love the ham. The turkey I didn't cook. I took it from Ponce. Um, I cooked it over there because I started at 3 in the morning. So
Wow.
3 in the morning to
Wow.
4. So that was smooth sailing. Thank you to everybody that purchased.
Wow.
we
How
had
how many turkeys did you guys make? I'm
we
just
had
curious.
34.
Wow.
Oh
34
my.
and almost six 600 and some pounds of roasted pork.
Wow.
135
Wow.
small trays of rice. They were all small portions. But I just ate a lot. That's why I'm just having some tea. I'm like, I just need to relax. I'm gonna fall forward.
Wow. I can only imagine how much work it takes to make that many turkeys. And they all had to be delivered at the same time. I'm assuming or around the same like window of time because it's Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, we had scheduled 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Everybody just, so they were coming and putting them in and changing. We had such an awesome system that I mean my team just delivered. It was very smooth sailing, and we kept them distancing, so it was very, very good. Pero you work hard, you eat you eat
Yeah.
harder.
You eat
I
harder.
eat
Yeah.
lots. I eat lots.
Nice.
And I'm not picky. I like leftovers. A lot of people don't like leftovers.
I love
I like
leftovers.
I love leftovers.
Yeah. How about you? How about you, Lilas? Like, how was your weekend eating?
Very nice, very full. I did cook a turkey. I do every year. In the
Mm.
past couple of years, I would do two kinds of turkeys. One the traditional way, and the other one with an Arabic recipe,
Mhm.
stuffed with rice and ground meat and what have you. It's just different spices. And every year, my kids would come and they would bring friends and what have you. But this year, of course, it was different. So it was only one turkey, and only my son was able to make it. Um, but most of the leftovers went to his friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because some of them they don't have families here,
Mm.
and so we just had one night of leftovers, and it was more than enough. And yeah, the pies are the ones that really get me. I can't resist pecan pie and
Mm.
pumpkin pie. I planned on making apple pie, but it didn't make it to the table. So um, we kept eating pies for like the rest of throughout the weekend. Um, Now we're done.
Mm.
I
Nice.
do need to detox somehow.
Nice. So I know that we have yeah, Melissa, oh my God, I love everything. Ponce food was a hit in my home and the turkey was delicious. I made my first pastel en bandeja and coquito cake. Oh my God. Coquito cake sounds amazing. I need to buy one. Mary said, "Hello, ladies." And by the way, Lilas, coquito is like a eggnog, a Puerto Rican
Okay,
eggnog type.
yeah. I was about to ask.
Yeah, yeah. And then we have some people. I am picky on specific leftovers, but never picky on Thanksgiving leftovers. And then we have my tiny family doesn't like leftovers. And then we have Amel saying, "Good morning, ladies." So
Morning.
we have some engagement this morning. Awesome. Um, yeah, I think one day over the weekend, I just ate salad. So
Hmm.
so okay, so hear me out, right? I felt like I felt full because all I've been eating was turkey, and turkey is like, well, we're eating this all weekend. Like we're the, I'm not cooking. So um we did have a lot of salad left over, of course, right? No one's gonna eat the salad. They want all the yummy stuff. Not that salad isn't yummy, but they want all the fattier foods, right? So I said, I'm just gonna eat salad all day. So it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner was salad one day. And then Sunday came around, and then I had like Thanksgiving food again. I was like, okay, I gotta eat a little bit of extra food over here. I still got some leftovers. So that was how I felt. But I felt so, I didn't fall asleep this year. You know how after you eat
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving turkey, you want to sleep? I didn't, thankfully.
Mm.
I don't know about you guys. You guys want to do the food coma?
Didn't happen for me either. I mean, we had plenty of food, thank God. But yeah, it was just all cleaning up and following up with everything. So I did not nap.
Nice,
Well,
nice.
I think I did like a 24-hour. I didn't
Oh
sleep for
my.
24
Well,
hours.
after all that work.
All that work. So you're definitely gonna rest today, huh?
Well, we closed on Friday, but the body is still like running on like little fuel. So yes, today is just mellow, relax, and take it all in. I did have a lot of fun. I hosted here at the house. My grandkids were over. We did play Pictionary and Twister, and I was like trying to stay awake. I'm like, "Where's my drink?" But it wasn't. I mean, it's every year I say I'm not gonna do like Thanksgiving dinner. I'm just gonna go home and go to bed. And we could do it the next day. But I feel like I say that every year, but it's worth it. It's worth staying up and the grandkids, and we do the collages, so they look forward to that too as well. So
Nice.
I was exhausted.
Nice, nice. Yeah, some of us we played Uno after dinner
Mm,
on Thanksgiving. So, um, and I guess there's certain rules that I used to play. I guess I used to play the wrong way when I was younger, and then I was told like, "That's not how you play Uno, mom." I was like, "What are you talking about? You stack. Like if you have three fives, and even if it's red and yellow and blue, you still put them on top of each other and throw them in the pile." Well, no,
no,
that's not part of the rules. That's ghetto. That was whatever you did,
that's
and
cheating.
that whatever you did in your ghetto times, that's what you used to do.
Yeah, now they have like a little space where you could just write whatever you want on them. When you start the game, there's cards where you could put like, I could steal your steal the other people's pack or whatever. They have little things where you write it in. I'm like, why? Let's keep it tradition. Why we gotta change it?
Yeah, that was confusing. I wouldn't even try that one. So, that's some good. So I guess now we could talk about, we're all trying to detox this week, right?
Definitely.
Right. We're all feeling bloated. So those that are watching online, share what you're doing to detox. I think your biggest thing is water. I think we need to pass, and I'm sure my health experts that are watching, that are like my health enthusiasts, will agree, right? Drinking water is probably the best thing. Like, get your ounces in so that you can push that stuff out and get that stuff out of your body, right? Are you guys doing any type of detoxes or thinking of anything to do to kind of cleanse your system right now, or any traditional things that you do?
Spinach. We try to eat spinach. We cook it in pies, spinach pies. So
Oh,
that
wow.
pies
Mm.
with spinach, lots of it with pomegranate and onions, and it just gives you that shock to the system to just get working. Yeah, and salads, of course, and then
Nice.
vegetable meals, basically mostly vegetable stews throughout.
Nice. Good, good stuff. How about you? I know you're drinking your tea right now. What else are you going to be doing? Maricel?
I think I'm just gonna sit my mouth and not eat anything. Jesus.
Oh, you're so funny. We
I
have
am not I am not going to the corner bakery to get me my sandwich. I'm not. I don't know. It's just hard. I mean, food is just also comforting. So today I'm relaxed and then I'm gonna be like, oh, I deserve this. So la dieta out the window.
Oh yeah, yeah. We do so in our community, and I know you know Marisol, we do biggest loser challenges, right? Like the biggest loser theme where you're always getting on a scale and trying to lose pounds, especially if you're like, okay, I'm a little overweight, I need to drop some pounds, right? So we always get together and I'm just thinking of today's weigh-in day, and I'm like, oh my God, today's weigh-in day. I need to make sure I'm under. I think I was weighing myself all weekend too, like making sure I'm under the weight I was last week. Like I don't want to go over because I don't want to get fined. Because if we do go over, you get fined per pound. So
Wow.
so talk about making sure you don't overeat, overindulge, right? So I'm like, oh my God, if I go
Very
over one,
good.
it's good. It's an incentive,
Mhm.
right, to keep you under the weight.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for that. We have Angel said she drinks cabbage soup.
Mm.
So that sounds yummy. We have another ML. She said definitely water. And Mary said double your veggies. So yes, we love the veggies. And then Angel said I'm 3 pounds over from last week. She's in the biggest loser with us. So she said she's 3 pounds over. Um, and I guess, you know, for me, and I saw another person in our community share this detox recipe, and I'm very familiar with these smoothies where you mix
Mhm.
Mm.
spinach, kale, banana, put some chia seeds in it, right? You put some protein powder in it, and then you consume that all day. I don't know if you guys like those shakes or those smoothies.
Actually, my mom lives with us, and she does that. She lives on smoothies every morning. That's her,
Mhm.
concoction recipe. Whatever is in the fridge, but mostly spinach or greens based, and then she would add something to make it a little bit sweeter, like a fruit or something, but not always. And she swears by that, and she's very healthy. She's very active. I try to drink with her as often as I can. And it makes a difference, really. It gives you all that clean energy in the morning,
Mhm.
especially. Just keeps you going. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. So I know that even in the recipe that was shared, you could put green apples in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You could put raisins, strawberries, right?
Mhm.
That's why I will forever be fat. I don't even have veggies in my refrigerator. I should, but
I think as long as you have, well, for me at least, what I do is I always try to have a shake in the morning. That's just something that I do. It's just a lot easier. It's a lot quicker. I'd rather do that than cereal or oatmeal or something that takes a lot more time. You pop things as long as there's kale and spinach in that thing and
Mhm.
water or almond milk. I think that's like your basis, like Lila said. Like that's your foundation. Always have the kale and the spinach, and then throw everything else in there to just make it sweet. Um, there was one recipe I used to put in. It was called like Reese's Pieces. They said it's do the chocolate protein, put your kale and your spinach, but throw in some peanut butter
Right.
so it could have that that tastes like a Reese's Pieces,
Yeah.
chocolate and
You
peanut
can
butter.
also throw in an avocado if you don't have peanut butter and you have
Oh.
more veggies. An avocado in the smoothie is very much the protein that you need, the healthy protein that you need. It's really good.
Yeah, I love avocados. I think I could eat avocados just like that, like an apple, like just
Mhm.
just eat
Yeah.
them. I love them so much. We have Yamala. She said, "I got the book of J.J. Smith. Not sure who that is, Yamalet. So share more. Share the title of the book." She said the book is all about healthy smoothies.
Mhm.
And she puts peanut butter powder in her smoothie. So, do you guys like tea? I know, I'm pretty sure we all love tea here, but matcha tea. I mean, I don't know if you guys are into
I haven't
matcha
tried that
tea.
one.
So matcha tea is a form of more potent green tea. My mother-in-law swears by green tea, so she's instilled the whole green tea, and I know that green tea is good for detoxing as well. But
Mm.
matcha tea, I know there was times when I was sick, she'd make me drink that. She's like, here, drink matcha tea. Or if I needed to detox or something, drink matcha tea. Matcha tea, she swore by it. You can buy it. I think they sell them at Costco in little packets, or they sell them. You can buy them on Amazon, and they sell an actual powder of it.
Mm.
But it's really good for detoxing also and getting things out of your body. So I like matcha tea also. It's strong though. It is strong
Mm.
tea. So
Right.
Give it a try.
yeah, I haven't had matcha tea. Amel. Amel just shared with us. And Mary said the thing is not just to focus on weight, you have to look at all around health. Yes, Mary, so true. Right now we're just talking about the gunk in our the junk in our trunk. That's from the Thanksgiving though.
We feel like stuffed turkeys.
We're feeling like turkeys. Yeah, I saw one filter of a woman, and she's in our community, Christina, and she was like, "I feel like a turkey." And her face, like the filter, made her face look like a turkey, like the shit. So it was just so funny. It's like, oh, that's so funny. That's how we all feel, like a turkey right now. Um, so let's go into our we're done with belly confessions. How about holiday traditions? I thought this was going to be a fun conversation because we have Lilas, right? And we were talking before we went on live. You're Muslim, right? And of course I know you celebrate Ramadan, so it's different, right? But you shared something of what you do around this time. Can you share a little bit with that to our viewers? I thought that was cool.
As a Muslim, uh, we respect all traditions and all religions, and at least in my family, and we respect the Christmas tradition. It just so happens that also my father was born on Christmas Day, so it
Mm.
was always a celebration day in my house. Um, and when my kids were little, we did celebrate Christmas in the traditional sense, so that they would pick up the tradition and feel part of the community and show their respect. And it was just a fun day. We would, decorate, if not a Christmas tree, decorate outside the house. Sometimes a tree in the house when they were little. As they grew up and they became adults and they, moved out and they did their own traditions, we kept the celebration as my father's birthday. My father passed away, but we still like to honor that day, for a number of reasons. So
That's
that's
awesome. That's awesome. So Ramadan, when's Ramadan for you in 2021? When does that start?
mid-April.
Yeah.
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 So
Mm.
we observe Ramadan, because we fast all month, and then we celebrate Eid, which is at the end of the month, which is similar to the Christmas tradition in terms of celebration, sharing gifts, and all that.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a party every night, isn't it? Also, the whole time you're fasting?
Mostly it's being aware of people need, because fasting gives us that awareness that people don't have enough to live the comfortable lives, and especially in terms of food. But it's, yeah, being aware of people in need
Mm.
in general.
Nice, nice. So, what about you, Maricel? What traditions are you implementing, or what is it like? I know people love the elf on the shelf. Uh, right. There's like these things people do. They do the calendars. I think we have someone watching that does the advent calendars. Is there anything that you do for your family? Like now December's here. Anything in specific or particular?
Well, we always get together, and the one thing that thinking about it, it is a tradition. Then we all go crazy shopping for the same pajamas for all of us, the
Oh,
kids and us, and we always have pajamas. Christmas is in pajamas. Nobody dresses up. We're all wearing pajamas.
Nice.
Yeah.
I might do that this year now that I think about it, since we're not really going anywhere, right? We're supposed to be quarantined. Might
Yeah.
be something that I would implement.
well,
Well, you know what?
you
It's
wear,
funny because my we're doing another Christmas gathering. You know, we're doing small portions, and they want the. I suggested the pajamas. So my brother, I said I'll go to the store and I'll pick up my brother's pajamas. But you know the black and white ones, they're like,
The
you know,
checker?
the Christmas ones. Yeah, the checker ones. They're out of stock. I took
Yeah.
the last two. Sorry, they're out of stock. You know how in Target they have the whole family, so
oh,
they're
so you
running
wear
out.
matching pajamas?
Yeah, matching pajamas. We're
Ah,
trying to, yeah, because you know we have my grandkids are from 15 to a 1 year old, so we have to get various sizes. So we try to make the same
Wow.
pajamas. Yeah.
Wow, that is pretty cool. So we have conversations over here. We have Asia. Good morning, ladies, checking in from Detroit.
Yes.
Yamalet. Hey, Asia. We have Yamalet. She said at Christmas Day, we don't dress up either. We all wear our pajamas too. And she decorates gingerbread houses with the kids. So everyone's agreeing with you. Plaid is this. So, um, and I wonder if even in the like location wise, do you celebrate different? Because Lilas, you're from Texas, right?
mhm, mhm.
Right. So, are there anything that like in Texans, I don't know, Texans do than like Midwestern, right? Like we're the Midwest. So I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
Well, barbecue is a big deal here.
Really?
Yeah, even on Christmas. But yeah, no, it's mainly traditions. The unity in the whole sense of the whole country celebrates Christmas the same way. And but yeah, in terms of food, maybe there's variation. Barbecue is a big thing over here.
Yeah, and everything's big in Texas, right? I think that's the saying.
The
I'm moving
market.
to Texas.
That's what I hear. Their steaks are big. Like if you compare like everything that they do, everything's got to be bigger, right? So, um, that's what I hear. That's what I
It's
hear.
warm over here, though. If you like the cold, you're going to be a little bit disappointed. But if you like hot and warm weather, then welcome to
Mm.
Texas because that's the prevailing weather over here.
Nice, nice.
I lived in Wisconsin for 2 years when I went for my master's degree. So I graduated from University of Wisconsin Madison, and the
Um,
amount of snow over there. I mean, I came from Kuwait, the desert, so it was just very, very difficult to get used to. But I do miss it living here in Texas. I miss the snow, even though it snows here every now and then. It does, and but I miss that cold. I like cold weather.
Nice. So I'm gonna ask you this question because my 6-year-old asked me this. Are you a hot mom or a cold mom?
Lovely question.
When my daughter asked me that, and I was telling you earlier, like, what do you mean by that? Like, are you saying like hot as an attractive or hot like I like hot things? She was like, no, like, do you like hot chocolate? Do you like hot weather? Do you like it, or do you like cold? Do you like ice skating? Do you like iced coffee? I was like, oh, well, then I'm cold. I'm a cold mom. I'm a cold
you're a cold mom.
yeah.
You're a cool mom.
I'm a cool mom. I like that better. Maricel, are you a hot mom or a cold mom?
Well, you know what? I love the hot weather only when I'm on vacation. But when I'm here and when I'm at home, it could be cold because the cold doesn't bother me and I'm working anyways. And the thing is that I dislike is that when people say, "Oh my God, it's so cold," I'm like, "You're wearing a sweater." You're gonna be cold. Where's your scarf? But I'm a cool, cold mom.
Nice, nice. We have conversations coming in. So Mel said Christmas Eve is family night, the big party. Asia's. I'm still looking for new family traditions to do with her son. He's 13 years old now. Any suggestion, ladies? And Yamila said, I'm moving to Texas. So we have people.
She's a hot mom.
She's a hot mom.
She's a
Uh,
hot
Asia said everything is bigger in Texas, and we have people agreeing. I'm a hot mom. Mary, hot mom. Asia said my mom lived in San Antonio for 8 years. She loved it, so that's really nice.
mom.
And then she agreed, I'm a hot mom for sure. Aloha. So, and Mary said we do tiny villages. That's an awesome
Oh,
tradition. I know we had one woman in our community that did a whole display of like Christmas, winter, like
Wonderland.
houses, Wonderland. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like the time and the dedication to do that. Um, so that's an interesting tradition. I know we got to start putting Elf on the Shelf out. So I got to find that thing and start. Marisel, that's what I started implementing last year. So I need
I'm
to
not gonna
find
put
them.
that in my house. I'll
Well,
be freaking out.
oh, you get scared of Elf on the Shelf?
Yes. I'm like, he's creepy. Oh my God, my grandkids have them, and I took them, and they all got one, each household. And then they're like, Grandma, you're not getting one. I'm like, no, they're scary.
Oh,
My granddaughter comes in, she goes, Grandma, I think you're right. He was because my daughter-in-law switches it, around for them. And they were freaking out. I'm like, no, I don't want to be freaking out. No,
oh.
no, no, no shelf on that. But for the advice for the 13-year-old, there, my son, he's 20 now, but when he was trying to find what he, like finding what he really liked, because we went through that guitar stage, like pew, 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 a couple days. I got him a camera. I got him a
Mm.
bundle of the camera, and it just changes their way of viewing life and viewing the things around them. So I think it's a good age at 13 to get them a camera and just say, oh, they don't want it, don't ask them, just give it to them. My son is an amazing YouTuber. He does his own computer, his own videos, everything. And I gave it to him when he was 16 because he was going through the pum pum guitar thing. But try a bundle of the camera with every little different gadget. I think that'll make a difference.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, my daughter is a big YouTuber too, so I love it. I love that, Marisa. That's a great idea. So of course we definitely we're gonna talk about book clubs. Um, we have authors here, contributing authors. How many books do you have, Lila?
I
Lila?
have three
Three.
books, and I'm working on the fourth. Uh,
Yes.
Wow.
and
So I guess my question to you is how many hours do you dedicate to writing per day? That would be
Mm.
I'm very interested in in knowing.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't specifically follow a specific, amount of hours, but I do take it seriously enough where I'm a morning person. So like I said, I wake up very early. So I at least 3 hours in the morning are essential for me. Three, up until lunchtime. So sometimes even 4 hours, but they're not continuous. It's like a couple of hours. I take a break and then I work a little bit more. So the morning hours are is the time
Critical.
when I write, and then life takes over and everything. But then in the evening, I would spend probably an hour of revising what I've written in the morning.
Mm.
just to keep, make sure that all the ideas are flowing and what have you. So to answer your question, I think in general, maybe 4 hours a day.
Yeah, I love that. And one of your book is an award-winning book, right? The book for
Actually,
your father.
both of them. This is my latest book. It's called Lost in Time, Time as the Herb.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And this won the Best Book Award in 2019 in the inspirational category. Because the characters in the book are all of the Christian faith, and they deal with life. They try to trace their roots from the U.S. all the way back to Palestine. So faith plays a role in this book a little bit, with history, a little bit of history, a little bit of culture, a little bit of love, and everything else that's involved, family and all that. My second book, Bitter Almonds. You see it?
Bitter almonds.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this one won the International Book Award in 2017. And this is more of the book that I worked on with my father before he passed away. It's about the struggles of refugees, basically, and from a certain period of time, from 1948 to 1970, of Palestinian refugees. So it tells that story also in a family setting, and there's a love story involved, and some history, and some lots of culture, lots of tradition.
Yeah. Which was the one that you dedicated to your father? We had this conversation, and I thought that was sweet.
Yeah, this one, Bitter Almonds. It also has this cover. Um, there you go. It's
Mm.
this one because the way it happened is that when I started writing, and that was my first book, I started writing out of frustration.
Mhm.
Um, like I said, my mother is from Syria, so when the events started happening in Syria, civil war and unrest, I all the emotions came back of being trapped and war and what have you. So I just started writing a story to express myself and get the feelings out, and that turned into a book. That was my first novel. And
Wow.
then my father came to visit, and I saw that he was not happy. He was starting to lose hope of ever seeing his homeland. So I wanted to write a story that would keep him engaged and enthusiastic, looking forward to waking up in the morning. There's something to do, and that was this book. That's the story
Oh,
that I wrote. So I would write at night. Actually, I switched my routine. I would write at night and then discuss it with him in the morning. Read
Mm.
what I've written and discuss and all that. So it was a very, very dear time to me, because we spent all this time together with all the emotions involved.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he passed away before I got it published, 3 weeks. Uh,
Mm.
so he didn't really know that I got the book out, but I have a feeling he does.
He does.
oh, yeah. And he was part of the creation of the book because you were writing it the night before and then sharing it with him the next day. So
Exactly.
that is beautiful. I thought that was so sweet when you shared that with me. So I was like, oh, we definitely need to share that with the viewers
Mhm.
because that's just very, really touching and an incentive to write that book because you wanted to cheer your dad up, right?
Exactly.
And the civil war is still going on to this day in Syria, correct?
Exactly. That's why I'm republishing my first book um, through Rose Gold Publishing, which is a wonderful contact through the group, and I'm just relaunching it because it's time.
Nice.
And my third book, I mean, I'm working on a sequel to Lost in Time, which is
Mhm.
called Found in Time.
I love time.
Because also it involves life in the US and the refugee life, and the the constant quest for identity and culture. So I'm just keep writing it.
Very creative, and the spice as well, right? It's a
Mhm.
spice, and I know that spice is used a lot in your culture, right? I
Absolutely.
love thyme. Yeah,
Yep, yep. Actually, it's a staple of the culture of the Palestinian culture. Time.
Mm.
Yeah.
beautiful. This is so much fun. I love these conversations, and they're so inspiring. Thank you for sharing, Lila.
Thank you.
Um, and Maricel, so I know you love book clubs, right? You're a book club fanatic,
A
because I'm
junkie.
yeah,
I say,
yeah.
see, well, I have them. I surround myself by beautiful words all day. I got magazines. Oh, the latest magazine that I got was this one.
Oh, nice. I think I have
Look
that
at
one
that hot
too.
lady right there.
Yeah, nice. Nice. You know, me and you have the same magazine that came out maybe almost 10 years ago. I've seen you share this magazine. It's from Latina magazine.
Oh, I have all of them.
And
Which
I
one?
still have Latina magazines from then. So I was like, when I saw you share, I was like, I got the same magazine. So
Magazines. I just like to be surrounded by words and stories. It's like all the time. But this one was really nice. I love, 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 love. I gotta put her in a little vinyl. Que no se dañe.
I love that. It's history in the making. I love
Yes.
that.
That,
So
that's our next president.
yeah. So this is great. And then Asia, she thought it was thyme. No, it is thyme like the spice.
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
you want to check it out. And I think I shared your website. I'm sure you can go there and get the information that you need.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All the books are also available through Amazon on Kindle and print. So thank
Mhm.
you if you want to check it out.
Nice, nice. And then Asia asks, who's on the cover of the Elle magazine, Maricel? Yes, it's Kamala. Nice.
Yeah, I love her suits because the last year in when we used to go to all the events, I did suit up, but I put on my gym shoes, and she does that. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, she's following my trend.
The Converse, yeah, I love that. So we're talking about book clubs because yeah, we love books. I've seen Maricel; she's part of different book clubs. I know she reads with different communities. My community, we're actually gonna start reading Dare to Lead by Brene Brown for the month of December on the 3rd and the 17th. We're going to get together. So that's open, free to the public. Anyone that wants to join, we'll send you a link. You can sign up. We just need you to be committed at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the 3rd and the 17th. And we'll be reading the Brene Brown book, Dare to Lead. And I've been wanting to read this book for the past year.
Mhm.
So in our community, we pick a book every month that we're going to read. And I knew in January of last year we were going to read this book in December. So I was so anxious, like, when are we going to get to this book? Oh, I gotta read this book and that book, and but I still want to read that book because I hear so many great things about that book. So I'm pretty excited about this book that we'll be reading. But how do you guys feel about book clubs? Do you guys love them? Are you okay with them?
I love them, of course. I mean, always an opportunity to learn something new and pick up a new book that you haven't heard about. And, I like to read outside my comfort zone also. The problem is that when I'm writing, I stop reading
Hmm.
because I don't want, I have this fear of mixing things together. So I have to finish the project that I'm on, and then I would,
Yeah,
take some time to read a number of books, one after another, one after another. Love book clubs. You get to
love it.
discuss and see
That is so
angles of the
interesting.
story.
Your process, it's interesting. I love to be surrounded by books and stuff like that. So I'm like opposite. I like to write and then just switch into a different genre or something
Mhm.
else just to
Yeah.
take me out of what I'm writing. So interesting. See, yeah, different authors work different ways.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And I think, and you focus on novels, right? You're more of a story writer, right? Is that
Correct.
that's
Correct. It's called multicultural fiction. But yeah, it is fiction based on current events or real events, but it's fiction.
Mhm.
So
yeah, that's
for
pretty
me, at least.
cool.
Mm, what about you, Maricel? Is it also your books?
The book clubs. The recent one that I had, that I was involved in, was very different. Very different. This one, with Jennifer, I am like this close to joining.
You're gonna join. We're all gonna gang up on you and be like, Maricel.
But the last one that I was very interesting. They had a different concept. They introduced the book, and the most beautiful thing about it was that the book was given to us with that was personally autographed by the author.
Oh,
And I
nice,
was like, what? And then we
nice.
had like different projects to do on the book. It was in no way around it that you could not say that you did not read that book, because they were going to find you out. They were going to probably find me if I didn't know about book clubs. But that was like my second book club I ever joined, because I just don't like to be pressured.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. No, no, total
Or
understandable.
hold accountable to reading a book. But you know what? That last book club was amazing. So, yes, Jennifer, I'm gonna sign up. I guess.
Yay!
Apply, my lord.
Oh, we got it. Oh, let me share what Asia said. She said, I love, love, love book clubs because I love fellowship with women coming together with a common bond or topic. Fascinating. I love hearing other people's opinions about perspectives about the book. And she also shared with book clubs, it pushes us outside of our typical books that we might read or buy. So I agree with Asia. I think it's all about, for me, it's more about we're all reading the same book, so we all are getting a feel, but we all absorbing it
Yeah,
differently, right? And
definitely.
based off our life experiences, I might see it one way, and then when we're in conversation, someone might share like, "Oh, well, I thought about it this way, and this is what I took from it." And I said, "Oh my God, I did not think about that. Let me then you start building up the conversation is very stimulating actually for me.
And it's
And
not different from reading a review or a report about a book.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're
Mm-hmm.
hearing someone tell their opinion, and you can hear the emotion in their retelling or discussions or whatever, it gives you a whole different perspective.
it does. And I need a whole lot of stimulation. I'm the person that needs all the lights on and needs everything. Like that's just me. Like I can't get enough. And I know it drives my family wild. But like for me, having these conversations are like give me life. They do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. No,
Um,
definitely. That's a different thing to be a part of. One thing I do with the books that I read, that's why I don't like to borrow my books, and I don't do the tablet because I like to open them. I like to write in them. And one thing that I do that enhances my vocabulary is I have like a notebook, and I look up everything. What is this? So it also works as a dictionary in enhancing my vocabulary.
I
I
love that.
love
I do
that.
the same thing. I have
Yeah.
a ledger, and I would write, the words that capture my attention, because English is not my first language.
Uh-huh.
I also write in Arabic. So, and
Oh.
my books, one of my book, Bitter Almonds, was translated to Arabic, so it's available. And I read in Arabic as well. So it's always picking up these words and expressions that capture my eye, and I write them on a ledger. So yeah.
Nice, nice. I love that. And I think I don't know if you guys are going to set any goals. I set goals on how many books I'm going to read for every year. And I say, okay, I want to shoot for 20 books, which I am going to hit my 20 book mark. I'm going to go back and look at it, but with the book club in our community, we read 12. And then I tried reading some additional in between. And look, I don't read. Let me be honest with you guys. I just listen. I do the audiobooks. I think I read maybe like two or three on my own this year, but everything was audio because when I run, I read, I listen to books. When I clean, I listen to books. To me, and I know that it's not like it's cheating, but that's how I get my reading in.
It's not
Amazing.
cheating. You're still getting the whole concept of the book. And
Right.
I do have an audible. I just was listening to Mariah Carey. She came out with her book. And what I do like about the audible is when the author reads
Speaks.
it,
Right.
Yeah.
because it makes it so personal in her own voice. But yeah, no, I do have audible as well, but
That's
it's
Yeah.
not my cup of tea.
I find it really hard to keep track if I'm just listening to a book. I mean, I guess I'm more visual. I like to where
Yeah.
I'm at in the page or where I'm at in the book. Um, so I guess it's just something, the way you see things.
Mm.
Yes. That's exactly. Are you a visual learner? Or are you an audio learner? I'm definitely an audio and hands-on, so I can totally understand
Mm,
that. So this
definitely
is
visual learner.
this is good. I love audiobooks, but I also like the smell of books. Like I'm that creep that likes to smell old books. So you know, I don't know if you ever opened up a book and it's old and you get that old book smell. That's one of my odd kooky things about me, but I think that's really nice when you open up a book and smell it.
I love
So,
to I love to buy books. That was one of my things. I need stop buying books. But you know what? It's a nice addiction. Okay, nobody's getting hurt. Just my pocket. But I found this. It's called semicolon bookstore around the corner and Grand by Halsted. It's African American owned. It's so beautiful. I will not buy another book nowhere else but there. So we have to
that's
support our small
nice.
businesses.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. I love
no,
that,
I'm like,
Marisol.
they gotta ban me from there, please. I am
No,
not good in here.
they're
Ban
gonna
me.
love you. They're gonna love you. They're like, "Oh, here's our favorite customer. Let's have a cup of coffee out for her, get her taken care of." Look at I see Lila's, background. She has a nice
Background. I like
library
that
back
too.
there.
Yeah,
So
we love books.
yeah, I need
Yeah.
to catch up. Mine is one section, not the whole you have 2. I need 2. Um, well, I think this is a great conversation. I know before we signed off, we wanted to promote the Latina Expo. Maricel, you want to share a little bit about the expo with our viewers, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yes, this is an event that takes place every year. Unfortunately, under the circumstances, it's going to be via Zoom. It's for 2 days on December 3rd and December 4th. It's only $15 for both days. You'll get a lot of information about inspiring women, Latina women doing their thing, women in general helping each other and telling their stories, because we all have a story, and like they say, who's better to tell our story than ourselves? So I'm telling my story, and my story could inspire one or two, or the other ladies. Someone's gonna get inspired with this Latina expert put together by Cicero La. He is amazing. Elizabeth Colon is also doing organizing it, so it's going to be very interesting, and because it's via Zoom. But without further ado, next year, we're all going to be together and we're going to be hugging. So check us out this
Yeah.
weekend. It's going to be awesome. So hope to see you there. I'll be on Friday at 11 o'clock.
Yep, and I'm on the 3rd at 10 a.m. So we're
Yes.
both in it. We're promoting it, supporting it. It's the biggest conference for Hispanic women or Latinas in the Midwest.
Nice.
So it's a very fun. So Lilas, if you want to come and connect with other women, entrepreneurial women, especially since you are a multicultural fiction writer, I think that would be awesome for
Yes.
the exposure.
Oh,
Um,
actually, I do have a character in my in my book that I'm writing now is Latina, one of the characters.
there you
Yes.
go. Yes,
So
that's
I'm
awesome.
learning a lot.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you can pick our brains anytime.
Yes, thank you.
So any final words, ladies? I know Lila, did you want to share anything before we
I
end?
want to thank everybody. I want to thank you for this opportunity, for this lovely chat, and Marisa. I mean, it's just lovely to have this connection and talk to everybody. And thank you for everyone who commented and there's a lady who said she's gonna read my books, and I'm very grateful. So thank you all. Thank you very much. If you want to learn more about my books or my life, whatever, it's all on my website, dilastaha.com.
Google
Nice.
her. Google
Google.
her.
Google
Yes.
me. Yes.
That's good. That's Maricel's new saying. I'm gonna buy you a shirt and we're gonna put Google me.
Google me.
Google you. So Maricel, anything you want to promote?
Well, I have a lot of thank you. I want to thank the audience for coming in. I want to thank you, Jennifer, these amazing guests that I got to meet. And I want to say goodbye, but it's not forever because me and Jennifer, we're going to be staying in contact. So I'm going to miss you guys. And thank you and honored for the opportunity to share this with you for the month of November. So I'm the November girl saying bye.
Yeah, she was our November co-host. So I bring on co-hosts that are part of the WISE community that have taken the coaching program because we have a 12-week coaching program. And this is my way of having fun, bringing exposure, doing a show with each and every one of the ladies. And I know it's a lot of fun because of the whole radio broadcasting stuff. So um anyone that wants to learn more about us, you can find us at, follow us at Women's Self Development, and our website is womensselfdevelopment.org. And you can definitely email me at womenselfdevelopment@gmail.com. And of course, ladies, don't forget our book club is the 3rd, which is this Thursday at 8 p.m., and the 17th. So Dare to Lead by Brene Brown, we're going to be reading. All we ask is try to read up to halfway, but even if you can't read up to halfway, read as many chapters as you can before the first meeting, and at least have it completely done by the last meeting on the 17th. That's kind of how we structure it so we can have conversations. But thank you so much, Maricel, for being
Thank
our
you.
co-host for the month. You were so much fun. It was always a blast. And thank you, Lilas, for joining us and inspiring us and sharing, your books with us. I'm sure the community appreciates them so much. So you guys are amazing women. And I love the fact that I can conversate with you guys this morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for conversating with us. You guys have an amazing day and a week. God bless you guys.
Bye.